Namaste, day 12 of our 14-day mindful movement challenge. We're nearly there, can't believe it. Only 2 days left to go after today. Okay, today it's all about trust. We've built strength, we've mobilised, we've stretched, we've worked our body, we've calmed our body, and now it's time to actually pay attention, listen to our body. So at its core, yoga is a listening practice. And enter each pose with a deep breath, a curiosity, and not attachment on the outcome of the breath, on the outcome of the pose, or the way the pose looks. It's about how your body feels, how your mind and your body connect. Enjoy, grab your comfy pants, meet me on the mat. Namaste, day 12, trust. Trust in the strength you've built through the body, trusting the calmness you've built into the mind. And we're going to start today in Tadasana. So come towards the front of your mat. Allow the big toes to be together. Lift the kneecaps up slightly to engage the thighs. Lengthen through the tailbone. Hug the tummy in towards the spine and roll the shoulders up, back and down. So the chest and the lungs are nice and open. Bring the arms down by the side, fingertips pointing towards the ground. Take the crown of your head into the space above your head. Relax the shoulders down. Lengthen through that tailbone and lift out of the front of the body. Bring your awareness to a point in front of you, your drishti point, and allow your gaze to settle there. If you feel comfortable to trust your body, you can softly close your eyes and see if you can maintain this pose without swaying. Don't worry if you do, just open the eyes and fix your point on the gaze in front of you again. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in together. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. One more deep breath in and exhale. And let's gently flicker open the eyes. So yesterday we practiced sun salutations really slowly. Today we're going to speed it up. And then if you feel really confident to try and do it, we're going to try to do it with the eyes closed. But we'll start by doing a round together with the eyes open and just finding our balance, our mobility, our strength and stretchiness today. So standing in Tadasana, we inhale and exhale and bring the hands together in front of your heart. Press through the hands to engage the chest, lift out of the front of the body, lengthen down the back of the body. On your next inhalation, glide the arms up towards the ceiling, bring the weight into your heels, lift the hips forward and very gently arch back to wherever's comfortable for you. Exhale and fold all the way forwards into your forward fold. Now do be kind here, this is our first stretch of the day, so you might like to bend the knees and maybe just have a little wiggle from side to side here, as we allow the back of the body to stretch. Try and bring your fingertips in line with your toes. If this means a lovely big bend in the knees, put a lovely big bend into your knees. Take your gaze towards your knees, the crown of the head down towards the ground, sucking the tummy in and pressing the chest down towards your thighs. On a big inhalation, step the right foot back as far along the mat as you can. Drop the back knee, lift the chest and look up. Now find length in this pose here. As we come into each pose today, what is your spine doing here? Is there length? Is your spine extending? Lovely. Okay, as you exhale, place the hands on the floor, tuck the back toes under and step the left foot to meet the right, coming into your plank pose. And then we'll lower down, lower the knees to the ground, hug the elbows into the side, lower the chest and the forehead to the ground. Keep the hips lifted and then we'll lower onto the tummy When you're ready, as you inhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the head and the chest, and maybe even lift the hands from the ground, coming into Cobra. Extend through the spine. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Lower the hands, tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and come into a nice soft downward dog. And just pedal through the feet slightly to stretch out through the back of the legs here. And then come to stillness. Shoot the hips up towards the ceiling. Make sure the weight is even between your hands and your feet. Take the gaze towards your navel. And allow the shoulder blades to glide down your back so your spine is straight. Hug the tummy in. As you inhale, lower the knees to the ground. Step the right foot to the front of the mat. Do grab hold of the ankle if you need to step it forwards. And then sink the hips down, lift the chest and look up. Keep the core muscles engaged, pulling in towards your spine. And on the next inhalation, tuck the back toes under, step to the front of your mat into forward fold. Inhale, rise, gently arching back, saluting the sun. And exhale, softly release. Okay, that's the right side. We'll do the same on the left. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Squeeze the hands together, lift the chest. Inhale, rise the arms up towards the ceiling, softly arching back, hugging the tummy in. Exhale, fold all the way forwards into your forward fold. Toes come in line with the fingers, fingers come in line with the toes, and we relax the neck and the head. On a big inhalation, step the left foot back as far as you can along the mat. Drop the knee, lift the chest and look up. Just a reminder, your knees should be stacked directly over the ankle joint here. If your knee is shooting forward too far, just step the foot forwards a little bit. Okay, engage the core, lift the chest, sink the hip down just a little bit. It's sort of a down and forward movement. Beautiful, a little smile on your face. And then we'll plant the hands on the floor, step the right foot back, come into your plank. Press the heels away, press through your hands, press away from the ground. If this is too much, do lower the knees towards the ground and still keep the engagement of your core muscles and your shoulders. And then we'll lower down, lower your knees, hug the elbows into the side, lower your chest and your forehead, and then lower down onto the tummy, rolling into your little cobra. Lovely, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, come into your downward dog. Take 2 nice deep breaths in here. Lengthen out through the ribs. Glide the shoulder blades down the back. Pay attention to what your spine is doing. Your spine should be extending. Might do a quiz at the end of class of what your spine should be doing. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. Drop the knees to the ground. And then step the left foot forward. Do grab hold of the ankle and step it forward if you need to. Sink those hips down, engage the core, lift the chest and look up. Pay attention to your spine again. Lovely. On an inhalation, step the right foot to the front of your mat, into your forward fold. We'll inhale, rise all the way up, gently arching back. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Now this time, if you want to, you can try to do this with your eyes shut. I'm going to continue to give instructions. At any point, you can open your eyes. But if you'd like to just trust your body, trust your strength, your instincts, and see where we go, try and remember to bring your focus towards the core muscles, towards extending the spine, so you have the stability to create the movement of your body with your eyes closed. Okay. Let's go. Softly close the eyes if you'd like to. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Press them together, lift the chest. Inhale deeply, take the arms up and overhead, softly arching back. And exhale, fold all the way forwards into your forward fold. You might like to touch your toes and then walk the fingers out so you know they're in alignment with your toes. Shoot the hips up towards the ceiling, sink the chest towards the thighs, relax the neck. On a big inhalation, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Drop the knee. Do open your eyes at any time if you need to. And again, make sure that that left knee is stacked directly over the ankle. You're engaged in the core muscles, lifting the chest, sinking the hip down. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. Plant the hands on the floor, step the left foot back, coming into your plank pose. Try and bring the feet together. Remember to lift away from the ground. Hug the tummy muscles in to protect the lower back. Drop to your knees if you need to. And then we'll lower down the knees. Hug the elbows into the sides. Lower the chest and the chin. Roll onto your tummy. And up into your cobra. Take the shoulders away from your ears. Extend the spine. Hug the elbows into the spine, to the sides. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips. Come into your downward dog. Eyes remain closed if you're comfortable. Trust your movement of your body. Shoot the hips up towards the ceiling. Suck the tummy in. Take a deep inhalation. Lower the knees to the ground. Step the right foot to the front of your mat. Sink the hips down and forward. Lift the chest and look up. Hug the tummy in. On a big inhalation, step the left foot forwards into forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up, softly arching back. Exhale, release. Remain with your eyes closed and we'll do the left side together. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Press the hands together, lift the chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, folding forwards, touching your toes so your fingertips can come in alignment. Shoot the hips up. Take the crown of the head to the ground, release the neck. On a big inhalation, step the left foot back as far along the mat as you can. Lower the back knee. Pull the core muscles in, lift the chest and look up. What are you doing with your spine? Hopefully you will repeat it back. I'm extending my spine, keeping it nice and long. Or maybe you didn't reply at all, that's fine. Plant your hands on the floor, step the right foot back, come into your plank pose. Press the heels away, hug the tummy in. Press away from the ground, keep the spine long. Keep a little micro bend in your knees, and then we'll lower down, knees, chest and chin, allowing the tummy to come to the floor and rolling into your cobra. Without opening the eyes, just gently take your gaze as if you're imagining you're turning to look over your right foot, back to centre. Take the gaze over your left, back to centre. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, coming into your downward dog. And we'll take 2 deep breaths in here. And exhale. You can rest in child's pose anytime you like if you're finding this practice tough. On the next inhalation, lower the knees to the ground. Step the left foot to the front of the mat. Just take a moment to check that the knee is over the ankle. So really working with your interoception to work out where your body is, your proprioception to work out where it is in space. Hug the tummy in, lift the chest and look ahead. Tuck the back toes under, step to the front of the mat into your forward fold. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the head. Inhale, rise all the way up, softly arching back. And exhale, let's bring our hands to prayer. Lift your sternum up towards your thumbs, relax the shoulders away. And pay attention to how you're feeling. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. Maybe you can notice your lungs breathing. So as we practice sun salutations, it's a cardiovascular workout for the system, as well as creating flexibility for the whole of the body. Lovely. Gently flicker open the eyes. And I hope you're feeling absolutely amazing. I'm just going to do a time check. Okay. We're going to come into a balance. And again, this is about trusting your body. Now, if there is a lack of trust, or if there is any problems with your balance, if you've got anything going on, please come across, use a wall or a chair or something to help you with your balance. There's no need to sit there and go, I can't do this. There's so many ways around things in yoga so that everybody can join in. Okay, so we're going to come into tree pose today. And I want you to bring your feet together first of all, and your hands come to your hips. Now gently rock through the toes and then up onto the heels. Just do that a few times, just mobilizing the feet. And then come to stillness. Press into the mound underneath your big toe and your little toe, and the two back edges of your heel. So you've got a really good support of your feet onto the ground. We're then going to shift the weight into the right foot, come up onto the toes of the left, and we're going to make our way into tree pose. So bring in the sole of your foot onto the calf, and the knee goes out to the side. Just make sure here that you've got a really good engagement of the hip, and it's not shooting out to the side and creating a banana shape. You're still nice and tall and upright. And again, hold on to something if you need to. Root down through your supporting foot and bring your hands softly to prayer in front of you. Now you will have days when you will wobble. You will have days when you'll be completely still. Trust what your body's given you. Listen to your body. Lovely. Lifting your chest and opening your chest here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, float the arms up and overhead. As we did, I think in day 4, where we did the playful move of swaying the R's. Today we're going to try and promote stillness through the body. Now bring your attention to your core muscles. Hug the navel in towards the spine. Keep that chest open. Ground down through your foot. Nice little smile on your face. As you exhale next, bring your hands into prayer, and we're going to bring the left knee in towards the chest. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, take the leg behind you and lengthen out through the spine. So you're coming into like a little aeroplane, warrior 3 pose. Inhale, bring the knee back into the chest. And exhale, lower the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Take the feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Circle round one way, circle round the other way. And then let's do the same on the other side. So trust yourself here. Really root down through your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift out of the front of the body, lengthen through the back, and find the engagement of all your core muscles, hugging them in towards the spine. Bring your weight into your left foot, come up onto the toes of the right. And then we'll bring the foot onto the calf with the knee out to the side so we start to open up into the hips. Bring your hands to prayer. Spend a moment in stillness here. Your awareness on a little dristy point in front of you, where you can bring your full focus of attention. On your next inhalation, as we exhale, we'll take the arms out to the side, making your trees branches, standing nice and tall. Make a little smile. Turn the corners of your eyes up. Hug the tummy in towards the spine. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. And this time we're going to bring the knee in towards the chest. I'm just going to turn slightly so you can get a slightly better angle. So the knee comes in towards the chest. As you exhale, you fold forward and extend the right leg behind you, extending and lengthening through the spine and balancing on one leg. And again, don't worry if you fall, if you wobble, just come back in, try again. Use a wall to support you. Inhale, bring the knee all the way back in. Exhale, gently release. And let's give those hips a little wiggle one way and a little wiggle the other way. Okay, last one today. You're either going to love it or hate it. It's a little Marmite challenge, but let's give it a go. Inhale the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, we're going to bend through the knees, taking the hips backwards, and twist the left elbow to the outside edge of your right knee. So sink the weight back into your heels so you can wiggle your toes if you need to. Hook your left elbow over your right knee, press into the hands and take your chest, trying to get it towards the centre of your hands. Take the gaze up and over your shoulder, sink the hips down and extend through the spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your gaze back down towards the toes. Keeping this position, place trust into your leg. You know you can balance. We've just done it in tree pose. See if you can lift the left toes from the ground. Take a deep breath in. It doesn't have to come far. As you exhale, bring the foot back down to the ground. Inhale, rise the arms up and overhead. This time as we exhale, we're going to hook the right elbow over the left knee this time. Sink back through the body. Lengthen through the tailbone, extending through the spine. Press into your hands. Take the gaze around to the left and try and bring the hands into the centre of your chest. Open up the chest. Hug the tummy in, lengthen the tailbone, extend the spine. Bring your gaze back down towards your toes. On a big inhalation, see if you can lift the right foot just a couple of inches from the ground. Balancing on your left. Gently release the foot down. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands come to prayer in front of your heart. Feet are together. Kneecaps are softly lifted. Thighs are engaged. Lengthen through your tailbone. Lift the tummy up. Lift the chest and roll the shoulders up, back and down. We're in Tadasana with prayer hands. Tadasana means mountain pose. So trying to remain with your eyes closed, see if you can maintain Tadasana as we connect back with our breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Softly flicker open the eyes. And that completes day 12. Om Shanti. Namaste.